feed dump. It's the first week of 2017, and that means it's time to look forward to the future. So that's what we're doing with our favorite stories of 2017. I am First Contact, which went a lot better than contacts number 2 through 7. Joining me today is that time in the summer when the Earth went way too fast on its axis.
Turns out humans can get a whole lot more done in an 18-hour day.
And the repealing of the third law of thermodynamics.
Literally the only consequence is we have to change Boltzmann's tombstone.
Japan, already world leaders with the heated toilet seats and multifunctional bidets that look like the set of the Star Trek Enterprise, has already one-upped us once again with the introduction of new forms of toilet paper for your phone.
Giving you Twitter users some relief from all my shitposting.
I think we've all been in the position where we've had to wad up our boxers and just freeball it for the rest of the day, but I've never pulled the 3 seashells maneuver with a Galaxy Note.
Granted, this makes a lot of sense because everyone has the predilection to pull out their phone and play Puzzle Quest while they're taking a dump. But what I wonder is when you're done, are you supposed to, wipe bottom, then wipe top? Or are you supposed to wipe top first and go the other direction? Because it's not entirely clear to me which one I'd want to do last.
I think you would just follow the existing rule of wiping front to back.
My biggest concern is that this new paper is going to destroy the oleophobic coating on my ass.
Yeah, you don't want to have chugged all that Olestra for nothing.
Being placed in Narita International Airport around March, these new wipes will be ads for NTT Mobile's new wireless service, in addition to also teaching you how to use bidets, or as they call them, showers.
Oh no, is that what a shower is? That would explain some messages I've been getting on my JDate profile.
Cam, I'm pretty sure that JDate is for Jewish people who want to date within the faith.
Well, that would explain why my Kaoru Nagisa avatar wasn't getting the traction I was hoping for.
Germany's agriculture minister has called for a ban on misleading product names like vegetarian schnitzel, calling for a defense for the meat lovers of the nation. These terms are completely misleading and unsettle consumers, Minister Christian Schmidt told Germany's Bild Daily.
Vegetarian schnitzel isn't misleading, it's explicitly descriptive.
The big problem here is Germany needs a word for vegetarian schnitzel because it already has a word for meat schnitzel. Schnitzel.
Schmidt is quoted as saying, "I favor them being banned in the interest of clear consumer labeling," and that he's already contacted the European Union's executive branch to discuss extending rules that govern the use of terms like milk and cheese to apply to meat as well.
I can kind of understand his argument, but again, you can't milk an almond to begin with. We already knew that wasn't a real thing. There's no teat on an almond, right? You also can't meat a vegetable, and apparently you also can't beefsteak a tomato. I was really confused when I was a child.
This is how you wind up with oddly spelled vegetarian products, such as milk spelled with a Y, because there are laws on the books that say you can't call something, say, a sausage, unless it contains a critical threshold of meat. These laws exist because meat producers were producing sausages packed with things that could only be generally related to animals. This isn't the vegetarians' fault. It's because you people will eat anything.
With that in mind, keep an eye out for a new fish slurry I'm going to be marketing called Milt.
I don't believe I have to tell you this, but Milt is a product that already exists.
This explains some of the weird results I've been getting on my JDate profile.
A 25-year-old mother is facing charges as she tried to enter the US with a trunk full of Dreamcatchers that were filled with meth.
I suppose it was only a matter of time between white people appropriating something and then using it to smuggle meth.
It's like that stack of Buddhas in my house that my grandfather left me in his will that I assume are full of opium. It was the style at the time.
The woman from Nuevo Casas Grandes, Chihuahua, was traveling with her 1- and 8-year-old daughter when she was found with the Native American-style Dreamcatchers with meth in the hoop.
Oh, Native American style. As opposed to all the Dreamcatchers we saw popularized in the movie Tron.
Although discovering that it was brimming over with meth does help to explain the 2003 science fiction horror film Dreamcatcher.
Well, on that note, I guess I'm going to have to bid you all sweet dreams. But remember, there may be better sources for news, but they don't have this hat, which is barely a hat in the sense that it covers a small portion of the head. It was sent in by Daniel, aka Mr. L, aka Lord Zurich, and it is a Haarborgel made by Tiger. And I am Kiki now. Japan.
Agreed.
I should have fucking known this was coming.